When I was a student at Yale, I was shooting a video with a friend of mine, Irina, and this girl came up to us. She wasn't a Yale student, she was like a townie. And she was like, "Hey, can I be in your movie?" And we were like, "If you want, we're just making a documentary." And she was like, "Can I bring my friends? And can you make it about us?" And I was like, "Okay." And she went and got a bunch of her friends, and she lived in a halfway house. And it was clear that she was mentally ill. But it was like, well, she's interesting. Let's film her and her friends. And so we spent the day with them. And at one point, she picked up my guitar and started playing this song that she wrote, I think, on the spot. And all I remember was it went like this: Do your duty in the toilet. Do your duty in the toilet. And then she started playing the piano and she like couldn't remember this piece, but it was like a beautiful classical piece. So she knew how to play the piano. And she used to come around sometimes and visit us. And we liked her. We knew she was crazy, but, she was harmless, it seemed. And then one day she calls us and she says, "They committed me to an insane asylum. You've got to help me. Please get me out of here." And my friends and I were, against the authorities, whatever they happened to be. And so we call the hospital where she is and we threaten to sue them if they don't release her immediately. And then we get this call from her father, who's a professor of ethics. And he says, "You have no idea what you're doing. You have no idea the history of my daughter. Please stay out of this." And we're like, "Well, you're just a ethics professor. What do you know about anything?" And we're like arguing with this guy about whether his daughter should be institutionalized or not. And he basically threatened us, and then we threatened him. And it was stupid, but we finally gave up and let her just be institutionalized. And we never saw her again.